It is what it is.
We're all sick from disinformation. We all live for twisted sensations. Kids are safe but too well behaved to feel. Never heal with the fakes. Go make something real.
What if what you've always believed in was not considered treason? Business will be booming, writing news with no meaning. Take it or leave it, the way you see it is the end result. Angels and demons.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Juneteenth. Now, so for those of you that do not know what Juneteenth is a holiday that celebrates the liberated slaves in the U.S. Now, Juneteenth is a portmanteau of June and the 19th. So they just put them together, and that's why we have Juneteenth. So Juneteenth originated in Texas. It was General Gordon Granger, this man right here, who issued Texas General Order number 3 on June 19th, 1865. Now, General Order number 3 reads as follows. The people of Texas are informed that, in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves, and the connection heretofore existing between them becomes that between employer and hired labor. The freedom are advised to remain at their present homes and work for wages. They are informed that they will not be allowed to collect at military posts, and they will not be supported in idleness either there or elsewhere. So in 1865, Texas General Order number 3 was spoken right here in Texas at this location right here. It's shown right here. Now, a lot of people believe that the Emancipation Proclamation outlaws slaves. But that's not really how it went down, because there was no really able to enforce it. But at the end of the war, this allowed them to start enforcing it. But there were states like Texas were known as the slave states. It was hard to enforce them, because in Texas, it was like one of the furthest ones. There was a lot less Union troops there, so they weren't really able to enforce this until the 13th Amendment was introduced, and this made it to where, okay, now that's it. It's done and over with. There are no slaves. But even after this, after this proclamation, even after the end of slavery and the Emancipation Proclamation, there were still those states that were trying to hold on to it. And the 13th Amendment, of course, made it to where they couldn't. And yes, it may have disappeared, but then entered the Jim Crow era, and just they were freed, but they weren't acknowledged as equals. And in a lot of instances, to a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but to some people, that still is not the case. But I think it's important to remember this day, especially with what's going on out in the world today, and the fact that you have sports organizations that are now honoring Juneteenth as an official holiday. I think it's great. I think it's about time that it happens. Myself, as a minority, as a biracial man, this really is something that, for a while I didn't even know about. You know what I mean? And I just found out about this, about 2 years ago. So, it's important. And it's important as minorities, not only just as minorities, but as a nation in general, to just remember our history. Because those that do not remember their history are always doomed to repeat it. So anyway, that's what Juneteenth's about. So back to some channel news. We have got an interview lined up. I'm not going to say who it is just yet. I'll let you know at the end of the video, I did a little video package to introduce who it is. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I had a talk with this gentleman yesterday, And he seems like an alright dude. He's okay with answering any questions, but let's just remember he did volunteer to spend time to come and, do this with me. So obviously, if you have any pertinent, just let's not attack him. Let's not do anything like that. If you have a legit question that you want answered, why he does what he does, how he got started, any stuff like that, go ahead and feel free. But let's try not to attack him, because if we attack him, he's just going to leave, and then, we're not getting anywhere. So let's try and remember that. Also, this is a call out to any other auditor. I know auditors watch this channel because someone told him about this video, and I know it was an auditor, and I know a few auditors that are watching. I hope this video and this interview will serve purpose that this isn't about attacking you. This is about you reaching an audience that you don't normally get to reach, that maybe you don't want to talk to, but it doesn't matter. You still claim to fight for them. So they have the right to ask questions and expect answers. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoy the little video package, and I will see you again on another video. Peace.
Mr. President-elect, go ahead. Can you state categorically? Can you give us a question? Can you give us a question? Can you state categorically? You are fake news. Sir, go ahead. Can you
2 cents. Hello to my blue friends. Get another spinning and they call it revolution. Loose lips, fatter than a new tits. Glass make her think it's rootless. Deuces, 2 cents. Hello to my blueprints. I can make you do it. I'ma say it in my music. Ruthless, only if the shoe fits. Using free speech, so I think